And we're live.
Yes.
So in this episode, we're going to focus on the Club World Cup
Yes.
2019. Rayton doesn't really think it's a real competition, essentially.
I mean, it's a mini competition,
But I was pretty excited about it.
like taking a vacation from real competition kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it's a real competition. So we watched the final yesterday, Flamengo Liverpool. I thought that was a great final.
I think it was a really good game of
Yeah.
football. I mean, in general, both teams started with
Two strong teams.
two strong teams. Yeah,
Flamengo is a
really strong team.
really strong team. Do you think it would rank in the top 20 in the world?
Yeah,
I think it might
so.
rank in the top 20
Yeah,
in the
it
world.
will come
I mean,
close. Yeah,
It's as it dominated South American football for
yeah,
almost a year. Won the Brazilian league, won the Libertadores, and it reached the final of the Club World Cup, and it almost beat Liverpool.
yeah. I think if it was,
It was
a
a very close
European
match.
European club, then I do see them like qualifying, like in the top 16 of Champions League. That's
I
how I
think
would rank them. They would be in
I think it
the
would have a chance of getting to the top 16.
yeah. There might be a chance. There might not be, but there might be. I mean,
Yeah, like I'd say maybe like a Ajax, sort of like this dark horse
yeah,
out,
probably.
out of the that is not part of the five big leagues.
Yeah,
But anyway, so this was Liverpool's year, 2019. Liverpool.
won the
It was pretty much the only thing that they had left to do in 2019, except for that the Premier League that they couldn't win against Manchester City, but they were very close.
they actually won all the continental competitions. So they won Champions League. I think they won the Super Cup, and then they won the.
Who did they play against in the Super Cup?
I don't even remember that, but
Yeah, me neither.
they played.
That's
and they
probably
won.
because nobody watches the European Super Cup.
Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard. Yeah,
Okay,
look over. Yeah,
let me look up
but I know that they won the Super
European
Cup.
Super Cup 2019.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, look it up. Look it up.
something.
So, but well, in any case, it was a great final and two really good matches. I mean, two really good teams. Like we
Oh,
talked.
it was Liverpool versus Chelsea, and Liverpool actually won the match on the penalty.
Oh, okay. So it's a tough one. But yeah,
it was
against
like
again,
a 2-2. Yeah.
against
So,
Flamengo, it was a tough one, and it wasn't so easy when Liverpool played the Asian champions in the semifinals. It wasn't super easy either. But they
No, Liverpool played Monterrey.
do they play Monterrey
Yeah, I think so.
or Al
And
Hilal?
Al Hilal was against Flamengo.
Yeah, you're right. So Liverpool played. Yeah, you're right. But Liverpool played Monterrey, and they had a difficult time beating them. They also scored towards the end.
Right.
Yeah,
I didn't
Firmino,
see that
think
game, so I don't.
scored towards the end. But
Yeah.
so I mean, it was. I think it's an interesting concept. The Club World Cup. I think it's cool that we have like all the continental champions play against each other. I know you don't really care about it all that much, but I thought it was an interesting competition.
But see, the timing of the competition is difficult, right? I mean, Liverpool is playing on the middle half of the season, and Flamengo's pretty much last game.
Yeah, it was the last game of the season.
So that makes
for
it a little
Flamengo.
bit difficult.
Well, it gives a little bit of an edge to South American teams.
Yeah.
But I think that kind of balances things out because European teams are at a higher level right now. So it balances things out a little bit. And also you can make the argument that, Flamengo, they're a little bit tired because they played a whole season. They played the Brazilian state championships, the national championship, the South American championship, and now this is the end of a really long season. And Liverpool is a little bit more fresh, and they're still very competitive because they're in the middle of the Premier League, in the middle of the Champions League, so they're fresh but still very very active, very competitive. So I don't think it's.
No, I think this year was good for the Club World Cup because all the matches, or at least the final 3 games, were really competitive.
Yeah, they're all
That's
competitive.
what matters, right? So
Yeah.
if a European team plays a non-European team and they scores 5 or 6 goals,
then makes the whole thing a little bit pointless.
Irrelevant, pretty much.
Yeah,
but
that's why I think it was good to have Flamengo, a very good team this year, come out of South America, and so because it was a more credible threat.
Yeah, even Monterrey or Al Hilal were pretty decent teams.
They played very well. Yeah, they played very well.
So
Flamengo had trouble with Al Hilal. So.
So if the matches are competitive, then people will start watching them more.
Yeah.
And
I believe
the European teams would play with their first teams, so that is what we need.
And I'm really interested in the idea of expanding the FIFA Club World Cup. I'm gonna look it up here. I think next year, 2020, we're still gonna have the same format.
Sure.
I
think that at some point they're trying to expand the whole thing.
Well, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna look here. Yeah, so 2020, I believe it's gonna be the same format in 2021 as well. But they're trying to 2021. So 2020 is gonna be the same format. So you have 7 teams. And I really don't understand why they even have a team from the host country. I think that team doesn't deserve to be there. I think only the continental champions should be able to play.
Yeah, but you should have a team from host country if you're doing it in countries where football is not the main sport. So I think the idea of the FIFA World Cup is to expand the popularity of the game.
Yeah,
so if you're doing it in China, let's say,
but I just don't think it's fair. All the other teams, they had to win their continental championship.
It's like World Cup. The host country qualifies automatically, I guess. It's like if you're.
I would argue it's a little bit different.
Like in China, right? In China, football is not the number one sport, so.
Because imagine if the Club World Cup takes place in Spain, for example. And then
no, that's the thing. I think
Barcelona qualifies just because they won the Spanish league, but Liverpool had to win the Champions League in order to qualify.
No, it won't happen.
I just don't think it's fair.
It won't happen in the places where football is already the number one sport, I think. So it will happen places where they have a potential market. FIFA wants to make markets like Middle East, China, all these places.
I mean, when it's like organized in Qatar, it doesn't really matter because the Qatar team is not going to win. But still, I think it seems unfair. But in any case, 2020 is going to be the same. But look at this, 2021, there's going to be 24 clubs in the championship. So that's going to make it really
interesting.
Yeah,
sure.
And there's going to be 8 teams from Europe.
Yeah.
So I think that's what the tournament needs in order to grow and for people to be more interested. You need matches between the big European teams.
Yeah, maybe 2021 is the time where we start getting interested about Club World Cup, and
I hope so. And after that, I think it'll take place. It's supposedly it's only going to take place every 4 years. It's not going to be an annual thing, which I think is a shame. I like the idea that you play this tournament at the end of the year that determines the world champion. But I think because it's going to take place in the summer in 2021, so it's going to take the place of the Confederations Cup.
Sure.
So I mean,
it's just fixing the calendar, like how many games a player can play. I think there's a certain number.
Yeah.
So if they're playing, and also you have to take care of club, international, and all this. So that's the problem.
Yeah, it is a problem. So I feel a little bit divided about this because I do like the idea of them playing the club championship every year.
Right.
But I do like the idea that they're going to expand it and have a more interesting Club World Championship. But under the current format, I think we got a Club World Championship that was as interesting as we could have had.
Yeah.
So
it's a good start, and hopefully it continues. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and first time that Liverpool ever won the championship.
I think the first time Liverpool won this kind of competition in a while.
Like worldwide?
Yeah, because in the past also Flamengo.
They might have won. I think they probably won because they used to play the Intercontinental Cup before, which is between the champion of Europe and the champion of South America. So Liverpool might have won.
No, I think they lost. That was the final.
Every time?
They didn't win it.
Every time?
I'm not sure, but they got beaten to Flamengo.
but in any yeah, but I don't know. But in any case, since they started doing the World Championship
Yeah,
in 2000, the first edition was hosted in Brazil, and it was won by Corinthians, a Brazilian team. Um, but since then, only one English club had won, Manchester United. Liverpool had played in the final against São Paulo in 2005 and lost.
yeah.
And Chelsea played Corinthians in the final in 2012 and lost. So, but Liverpool, it's better late than never. So,
I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess
so,
that's a good start.
and it's interesting that European teams have won the tournament 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in a row now.
Yeah, I think they're pretty much dominant.
So
Yeah,
now
they keep with their first teams. And
pretty clear domination by European teams. In any case, do you want to talk anything else about the Club World Cup?
no, I think it's a great competition, and we look forward to that in the
Yeah,
future.
let's see who will be the European um, champion in next year, and
Yeah, in 2020, and
maybe Liverpool again. We'll see.
we'll see. Yeah, I mean,
We'll see. Anyways, thanks for being with us.
bye bye.
Take care.